Hello and welcome back to the Unite Pieces channel. Today we will be bringing you the storyline of a movie called The Master from 1992. The movie tells the story of when Master Tak, an aging martial arts master, disappears. His best student, Jet, tries to find him. However, knowing Tak's life is in danger, he tries to protect him at all costs. So, sit back, grab some snacks, and without further ado, let's get into the video. The movie begins by featuring a woman named Anna, who gives her friend a nasty look while she is practicing. She then gets into a fight with her friend, which results in her being kicked out of the training ground. The scene then moves elsewhere, to a drugstore called Po Chi Lum, which is run by a former kung fu master, as well as a traditional medicine expert named Uncle Tak. That night, a patient asks Uncle Tak, after he sees a photo on the wall. The photo is a photo of teacher Tak's first student named Jet Li, who currently lives in Hong Kong, and for some reason Jet Li has not yet come to America, even though he promised to come as soon as possible. Then it was revealed that there was one more photo there, which was hidden by Uncle Tak, which was his former student who was a Native American. He was named Johnny. However, he had disappeared for a long time after finishing learning kung fu from him. Not long after the patient left, Uncle Tak was visited by someone. That someone turned out to be Johnny, who suddenly appeared to challenge him to a fight. At first, Uncle did not refuse to fight, but because Johnny started destroying his shop, so he was forced to fight his former student. It was revealed that Johnny challenged to fight for no reason. He was intent on defeating all martial arts experts in America, with the aim of proving who was the strongest. When the fight was going on, affected by old age, Uncle of course could not keep up with Johnny and ended up losing, even being injured quite badly. Fortunately, the fight was accidentally seen by Anna, and Anna immediately helped him. Uncle Tak was then admitted to her home. To make a long story short, a few weeks later, Jet Li, who had just arrived in America, was shown. When Jet Li got off the bus, he was suddenly robbed by 3 punks. Fortunately, thanks to his skills and speed, he was able to chase them down, and they were easily caught. After the punks saw Jet Li's skills, they were strangely not afraid and instead begged them to make him their student. But because Jet Li was in a hurry to meet his teacher, so he didn't care about their request. Not long after that, Jet Li finally arrived at Po Chi Lum after coming by taxi. However, after seeing the state of the shop that had been sealed, Jet Li barged in to take a look, and he was shocked after seeing the mess inside. It turned out that since the incident that day, Uncle Tak was still staying at Anna's house to treat his unhealed wounds. A while later, Jet Li was annoyed that some people had sealed the clinic again. Apparently the sealing was on orders from a woman named May. May explained that she worked for a private bank, and at this time she was forced to temporarily confiscate the Po Chi Lum clinic, because Uncle Tak had not yet paid the rent. May also added that Uncle Tak was currently reported missing, after some time ago being involved in a fight that destroyed his clinic. After Jet understood everything explained by May, he went to look for his teacher. After searching several places and not finding any clues, he was visited again by the gangsters who had robbed him earlier, and their purpose in looking for Jet was to offer him a temporary residence in their place. However, their residence, which was an empty building, was apparently being vandalized by gang members who often extorted the 3 of them. At first, Jet did not seem to care, but out of pity, he finally defended them and beat all the gangsters. Even though Jet managed to beat them all, their residence had already been burned down, so the pitying Jet then invited the 3 of them to spend the night temporarily at Po Chi Lum. When they all arrived, Jet realized there was someone there, and it turned out that someone was Anna, who deliberately entered the store to take the medicine needed by Uncle Tak. In the morning, Jet woke up to a commotion between the bank and his 3 friends. Since they were still inside the clinic, May decided to report them to the police, which led to their immediate arrest. However, while Jet was being interrogated, he realized that the policeman in front of him had a stomachache. He, who knew about medicine, helped him, making the other policemen interested in practicing the treatment methods taught by him. Not long after that, May came to release Jet because she had dropped the charges. Not long after that, the police commander came to Jet to show him about Johnny. He asked for Jet's help to arrest Johnny because Johnny had committed many crimes. Then, thanks to the direction from May, who said several places that Uncle Tak might go, Jet then started looking for him by visiting a kung fu college. However, instead of being welcomed kindly, he was belittled by the kung fu teacher. Even the teacher told one of his students to fight against Jet, which Jet Li defeated easily. However, because he didn't get any meaningful information, Jet Li decided to leave there. Then while on the way, he accidentally met Johnny, who both did not know each other. Before Jet went too far, Anna, who had been following him, then called him to tell him the whereabouts of his teacher. Apparently, Johnny came to the kung fu school that Jet had previously visited, with the aim of challenging the owner of the dojo. According to rumors, many schools have fallen victim to Johnny's brutality. On the other hand, Jet finally met his teacher, but his teacher was upset and avoided, because Jet was considered not to care about him. Even though the reason Jet did not also come to America was because he had to take care of his passport and visa first, because Jet did not want to be considered an illegal immigrant. The next day while at the office, May saw her boyfriend cheating on her. The incident coincided with Jet coming to pay the bill. The moment was certainly used by May to break up with her boyfriend, by claiming that Jet was her new boyfriend. While in the car park, Johnny followed Jet because he already knew that Jet was Uncle Tak's student. At the same time, May's car was almost stolen by the gangsters who beat Jet the other day, and because of that Jet was targeted by Johnny and the gangsters. Fortunately, Jet and May managed to escape from there. They took the time to chat. In the evening, Anna and Jet's 3 friends were looking for medicine for Uncle Tak, but they were suddenly visited by Johnny's henchmen who intended to kidnap Anna. Knowing that Jet's 3 friends immediately protected Anna, even though they had to end up beaten. Because Jet didn't want the same thing to happen again, he finally decided to take his 3 friends as students and train them all to be able to defend themselves. Long story short, one night, Jet and his 3 friends decided to stand guard at the Po Chi Lum, feeling if Johnny's gang would return to make trouble. Right as they thought, Johnny's henchmen turned out to come there, and immediately faced Jet's students. After all were defeated, it was now Jet who stepped in because Johnny was waiting and challenged him to a fight. While the fight was in progress, the fight was forced to stop, because they were finally arrested by the police after being seen fighting. Jet and his 3 students were finally released from the police station, because they had helped the police to arrest Johnny, who was always making trouble. However, at the same time, Uncle Tak apparently heard that Jet had taken the Americans as students, and taught the 3 of them kung fu. Uncle Tak became angry, because he did not want Jet's fate to be like him. On the other hand, Johnny is quickly freed after paying the ransom. He feels annoyed that his business partner tried to run away without helping him at all. The next day, Jet prepares to return to Hong Kong after being expelled by his teacher, and at that time May looks sad because May actually likes Jet. The scene moves to Uncle Tak. He, who is now back in Po Chi Lum, suddenly gets news that Anna has been kidnapped by a henchman from Johnny, and to free Anna, Johnny asks Uncle Tak to come there, whose address is housed in a building. Back to Jet. While he was on his way, it turned out that he forgot his passport. Even on the bus he was traveling on, it turned out that there was already a gangster boss who was targeting him and intended to kill him. However, his intention failed, because he had to be killed by his own weapon. Apparently May is still following Jet, and after finding out Jet forgot his passport, she drove Jet to pick it up at Po Chi Lum. After arriving, they found a will from Uncle Tak, which was intended for Jet, which contained if something happened to him then the Po Chi Lum clinic would be given to Jet. Knowing that, they guessed that Uncle Tak was not in danger. Without thinking, Jet then went to the address May found on the piece of paper, and the address was on the roof of a building. On the other hand, Uncle Tak arrived at the top of the building, where Johnny and all his henchmen gathered to challenge his former master and made Anna his hostage. Quickly, Uncle didn't fight all of Johnny's henchmen one by one. However, due to his old age, Uncle was not clearly defeated. And that's when Jet's 3 brave students tried to help him. When they were all cornered, Jet arrived just in time to beat them all. After all of them were defeated, it was now Johnny's turn to duel one-on-one with Jet. Meanwhile, the 3 Jet students and Uncle did not help Anna, who began to fall. The fight between Johnny and Jet was quite fierce, so they moved to the lower floors. However, feeling that he could not win, John made a desperate move by blowing up the gas pipe there, which made them bounce out of the building, and Jet immediately ended Johnny, making him fall off the building. At the end of the movie, after all the crimes were successfully stopped, Anna then left to continue her schooling, while Jet, who decided to return to Hong Kong, was surprised by May's presence there. May claimed to want to be with Jet even though she had to follow him to Hong Kong. However, once again Jet lost his passport, and it turned out that his passport had been taken by Uncle Tak, so that Jet could not return to Hong Kong. And that's how the movie ended. What do you think of this movie? Please write your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button and support our channel by subscribing, so that we stay motivated to create more interesting content for you to enjoy. And until next time.